What's going on, everybody? Ronnie, I'm right back here with Ronnie Sports Corner. Got your host, Ronnie McKee, here with my guy, Sam Shields. You know how we get down. We start talking about football, Um, if y'all saw my last video, I was very, very upset with Kirk Cousins. Before I get in, my bad, before I get into this, like and subscribe the channel. I'm about to have a lot more videos coming y'all way, small videos, long videos. So I got a lot more stuff coming y'all way. But anything y'all want me to talk about, I watch a vast majority of football and basketball, so just comment and let me know. But right now, we're gonna get into a few things we had. We kind of off air. We argue a lot about this stuff. Honestly, like we argue a lot about stuff. So we just decided to bring it on air. We gonna start off with this is very popular to everybody, MVP. So we really haven't argued about this one. So y'all about to get the first taste of this one. So who is your MVP going? Was this week 14? Week 14, I think.
Week 14. I see the list that you got. We you want to go over the list first? Will you put
Yeah,
on?
yeah. So obviously we got Josh Allen. Josh Allen numbers. Give me 1 second.
I was
So
going to go ahead.
yeah. I'll just go through. Josh Allen is 11th in yards, but that doesn't accumulate with his rushing also. I believe he's taking a team that honestly you could. Well, I mean, I don't like saying this because you say it's with any quarterback, but without him, you would see a big difference. I believe the organization really didn't help him by taking away a lot of the defensive, like I don't know if you want to say names or players, but he took a lot of them away. Really didn't, Stephon Diggs was becoming a problem, a head case for the past few years. You take Stephon Diggs away, really didn't replace him with wide receiver one. I mean, it's a lot of gadget guys that they really replace with, but as you can see, he kind of elevating their talent. So, you see, he's not turning the ball over too much this year at all. And he still got them second in the AFC. So obviously, you got Josh Allen, a guy that a lot of people don't want to talk about, Jared Goff. We're gonna get into this one. Like I said, I'll just want to give you our numbers first before we get into this stuff. Jared Goff, he's eighth in yards, fifth in touchdowns. He does have 10 interceptions, so that's kind of a bit high. But I mean, he's actually 12th in QBR, so he's not even that high on QBR. Like I said, we're just getting into the MVP candidates. We're gonna break this stuff down in a little while. Saquon Barkley, first in carries, first in yards, tied fifth in touchdowns, and he's averaging 6.1 yards a carry. So he also does some stuff receiving. So you got that. And last but not least, we got Lamar Jackson, seventh in yards. But we're not accumulating his rushing yards also. 29 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Pretty good ratio right there. He's third in QBR. So I'm gonna let you go first, and I'm gonna let you give us your MVP.
Well, as we know, Saquon Barkley. I don't what is Adrian Peterson the last non-quarterback to get MVP?
With Adrian Pearson. I want to say so.
I think it is.
Yeah, I think he is. And
Skull.
that was like 2012.
Either way, I don't think Saquon gets it. Even though he's playing super well, I think it's for at least running backs if you want to make an argument, Saquon Barkley, Henry. But to me personally, I think either Josh Allen or it's tough because now my opinion is a little swayed. If you probably would have asked me this before LA Rams game,
He had 6 touchdowns.
I know, but also too, I think does winning not go into
It does, but I'm
it
saying he had
does.
6 touchdowns.
I'm just asking.
Okay, so let's just put
The
it like
other
this.
quarterback on here has more losses, so it doesn't matter. So I would probably
That's what I was just about to say. So we're talking about these guys specifically.
it's stats, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, Josh Allen is actually, as far as stats go, he's number one on this list as far as if you accumulate all of the stats, not just throwing and rushing, but if you accumulate all of it, he's number one. Actually, let me give me 1 second because Lamar actually got 29 touchdowns throwing. Josh Allen only got 23. Give me 1 second. And Lamar did win the head to head also.
And I think, yeah, and I was gonna say, I think Lamar is doing better than his last MVP year right now, as far as stats, I think. If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
So they didn't put rushing on here, so I'm sorry. Actually, it's right here. My bad. Give me 1 second. Um,
Josh
yeah.
Allen getting crazy though.
Yeah. For the most part, like I said, I can't. I'm sorry. I should have actually had that part on here because these two are very, very dynamic in the rushing also. But
Mm-hmm.
like I said, if you want to go by the head to head, because Lamar did win the head to head, it was early in the season. I will say that.
Yeah.
Like I said, Lamar numbers 29-3 is, and he got. I'll be honest with you, he's pretty much. If it wasn't for 5 losses, and some of them losses are bad,
He's the best quarterback.
huh?
I said Lamar's the best quarterback on here, man.
I mean, that does the
Best
loss
player
of
on here.
Raiders does the loss of Raiders not hurt him a little bit?
Oh my, it froze up a bit.
He lost to Raiders. He lost to Pittsburgh. I don't think he scored a touchdown against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Pittsburgh scored a touchdown against him.
Mm-hmm.
I think they won by all field goal.
Yep,
Like,
all field for that one.
um, he lost to the Chiefs.
I mean, if we say we taking out the losses ain't gonna put that big of an impact, and we just gonna let the numbers speak. Lamar
No, no,
Jackson.
no, no. No, you do have to go by losses because if that's the case, Joe Burrow will be in this conversation. So we do got to go by losses.
What's
That's
Joe
not what
Burrow
I was saying.
looking like?
Joe Burrow got some crazy numbers. We're not going to get into that. But like I said, Joe Burrow's probably first in yards. So,
Yeah.
like I said, for the most part, if we go by numbers, Lamar Jackson is kind of actually beating Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like.
Yeah, I got Lamar
We
Jackson.
didn't listen
I'm
to
gonna
Jared
just stick
Goff.
with
Now,
who I
we didn't say
already
anything about
had.
Jared Goff. What's up
Huh?
with that guy in Detroit? We didn't say nothing about Jared Goff. What's up with that guy in
Come on
Detroit?
now, I'm not. Yeah, no, we're not gonna bring up. No, come on.
He is 11-1.
We're gonna skip past that guy. Actually, I think his stats are on par with Sam Darnold. No, we're not gonna start. Nah.
We going to Sam Darnold next.
But I'm saying if we start talking about Jared Goff in the MVP conversation, we'll have to bring up Sam Darnold. No.
I mean, already touched it. We don't get to Sam Darnold in a little while. Let's
There we go, there
give
we
it
go.
an MVP. So your MVP is Lamar so far.
Yes, my MVP is Lamar, and it's been Lamar. Shit, for the past few weeks now. It's been pretty obvious for me, at least.
So honestly,
And he started putting up some L's, and that's where it got tricky at. And I think that's where
that's what I was just
a lot
about to
of
say.
people start questioning him.
So them L's do accumulate when it's QB versus QB. Given that Josh Allen is second in the AFC. Now, if Josh Allen loses one more game, let's just say the Ravens only lose 5 and the Bills lose 4, then I would say I'm going to tilt more to Lamar Jackson, man. Let's just put it like that. But for right now, Josh Allen is my favorite right now. I actually got Saquon second. And I know it's crazy, but you gotta respect the yards. This man had 1,600 yards.
No, he's going crazy.
Yeah, like
I'm not going to disrespect his yards. I'm just surprised because, like I said, it's been a while since a non-quarterback has won MVP.
And that's what I'm saying. I think they should start respecting that more because the reason the Giants aren't too good right now because they didn't want to respect the running back position. They thought QB was better than what he was. He said, well, shit. He said, damn, I can't do play action no more. Ain't nobody falling for it. They said, well, what they said, the lack of a run game broke his neck. He's so shit. But like I said, Saquon,
Shout out
I got
shout out to all the running backs in the game right
yeah.
now too, man. I thought that position was going to die off. They was talking about the running back position dying off a couple years ago, and it
The
looks
one
still
thing I
healthy.
can the one thing I can say about these running backs that aren't really dying off is they are actually different. Like Derrick Henry, at a certain point in the game, you're making business decisions, not the tackles guy.
Yeah.
At a certain point in the game, you like, even in the beginning of the game, honestly, you're making business decisions, not the tackles guy. Saquon, he just, I mean, it's hard to describe Saquon. He's hard to
Rich
describe, but
athlete.
yeah. That's what,
We
yeah,
seen that from
it's
his
like,
college days when he was lifting 700. That one video where he was like squatting 700 pounds or something crazy. It's a grown man.
yeah. Like I said, he's on par to go for 2,000 yards this year. So it's
Yeah.
kind of hard not to give the guy an MVP if the guy gets 2,000 yards. We're gonna be kind of disrespecting the running back position in general. Like we might as well start making the MVP just a quarterback award. Like I
Yeah.
said, the craziest thing about MVP also last year the offensive player of the year was Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
The MVP was who was it? Pat Mahomes? I was
Mm-hmm.
Lamar.
No,
I
I
think it
think it
was
was
Lamar.
Mark.
It
Yeah.
was Lamar. And that's what I'm saying. You see how that goes? Like one is an MVP, one is offensive player of the year. It's kind of like you said, I don't want to give this guy, I don't want to give him MVP, so I'm giving him offensive player of the year so he won't feel so bad.
Yeah. They can
So
swap him out. They can swap him out. It's okay. Quarterbacks can be offensive player of the year.
they went there do that shit. They're like running back, win MVP. Like we need to go back and look at it. Did Adrian Peterson even win offensive player of the year when he won MVP?
I don't know. I have to go look
Yeah,
for real.
yeah, but we'll say that for a different day. But like I said, it's crazy. I feel like they need to give somebody else the running back. Like, my bad, not the running back, the MVP. Just so it don't look like since 2012 or 2013, Adrian Peterson won in 2012, right?
Yep. Yeah,
Just so
2,000 cards.
yeah. Just
Yes.
so and like I said, that's 2000. Saquon is close to 2000. Just so it don't look like that. Like it's crazy. MVP starting to say quarterback, 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 quarterback. Like, and like I said, no other sport is not like that. Obviously, football relies on quarterback more than anybody, but
Yeah.
just say baseball, they don't say pitcher is the only guy that can win MVP.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I just feel like they need to add more respect to people. Like, what if defensive players are having a crazy season? They can't win MVP. They just can only win defensive player year. So I just feel like they need to change that up. But for right now, I will say Josh Allen is my favorite right now. I have Saquon second. I have Lamar third, and Jared Goff is fourth. Because I feel like Jared Goff, out of everybody else, everybody we named contribute the least to the team.
Okay, yeah. Game
Because
manager for sure. That's what they game manager for sure.
okay, let's get to somebody else I think is a game manager. I will actually start this one. Sam Darnold. He's a Minnesota Vikings fan, everybody. Y'all kind of already know this.
Oh,
Um, we we we've got into a lot of arguments over this. Fact of the matter is, he said that Sam Darnold is going to get a big contract this offseason. Um, Sam Darnold to me, uh, he's like the honeymoon phase of a relationship. You know how you look at it and that person had passed, but you like, nah, I can change this one. I can change this one. So you like, nah, man, I got this. And like I say, they showing good qualities. The qualities for Sam Darnold is he has Jay Jettis, he has Kevin O'Connell, he has Jordan Addison, he has TJ Hawkinson. That's the qualities for him. And you know, the people aren't, looking too much into his history or nothing like that, because they're like, well, he's balling with us and stuff like that. The thing about it is, I feel like this is where I feel like it's the honeymoon phase. I feel like next year, when they get film on him or in the playoffs, he's going to revert back to them same terrible qualities that he had that broke him up with the Giant, my bad, the Jets and the Panthers. I know you're shaking your head because you're loving what the guy's doing right now. But this is also the same guy who has texted me and was like, man, Sam Darnold revert back to his old self.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, the
telling
guy
you,
needed coaching. The guy needed coaching. The guy needed coaching. And ain't nothing wrong
no,
with that. I've been saying each time. I said the guy can't, and I can say whatever I said in the text. My main issue with Sam Darnold is he was holding on to the ball too long. And anytime we were in crunch time moments, his brain would get rattled. He would be scared. He would hold on to the ball. He would place the ball terribly on the field. It was awful.
and that's my point. So I'm saying this. Kevin O'Connell has shown that he did with Kirk Cousins. He's shown that he did with Matthew Stafford. He's shown that he did with it's another quarterback in here. It's Kirk Matthew Stafford because he won Super Bowl with Matthew Stafford. I'm missing somebody. I'm missing somebody. My bad. But my point is, he showed that he could do it with quarterback. So my thing is, after you get past his honeymoon phase, he's gonna go back to the same Sam Darnold. So
I don't think so.
somebody's gonna be upset now.
I don't
Like
think
I
he's
said,
had. I don't think he's had
them
an
qualities
opportunity.
now.
I don't
Them
think he's an
qualities.
opportunity or a coach or an organization to actually fully believe in him, like the Vikings have. If you want me to
Okay,
be
okay.
honest, you name the Jets. The Jets are terrible. They've been terrible since he's been drafted. That's why I think he was the third pick. He went to a terrible team. I think they've now changed their GM and head coach multiple times since he's been there. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to bad places. Kevin O'Connell, we know he's the QB whisperer. But I think this and why I think they'll find and get some money later on or with a different team, because I don't know if we'll pay them. But you guys might. You guys are into overpaying people. But um, but yeah. So another team can see the you can see the athleticism. You can see all the qualities of quarterbacking. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what Kevin O'Connell provides for Sam Darnold, for Daniel Jones, for a Kirk Cousins. Whereas, hey, you can see life. They have life in them. Now it's up to the coaches. It's up to the coaches and the organizations who's going to pay these quarterbacks to take the risk, because we know quarterbacks are a hot commodity right now. Come on now. Come on now.
You're not gonna just slide past that comment.
I'm just saying, come on now. Be honest, man. We took the cheap deal. We went and got somebody's backup and made him a playoff quarterback. Huh? Huh? I'm just saying, man.
You talk, baby, you got to your it's overpaid.
That's a fact, man. Y'all ain't the only ones. Y'all was in need of a quarterback. Y'all went and got y'all quarterback. Y'all paid for him. And we said, hey, we're going to get that backup that was a third round pick. Then we said, hey, we're going to go get this Daniel Jones guy. So clearly we know what we're doing. It's QB University over here. QBU, man. What was he talking about, man? We getting them back right, getting them back in the rotation. But look,
like I said, my thing is just like,
and I don't think
just
it's a honeymoon phase. I think he just needs the right coach, and that's what I want to say. That's what I want to be. I don't think it's a honeymoon phase. I think he needs to be put in the right coaching situation. And of course, if you have weapons like Jay Jettas, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, that's great. But a lot of teams have number one wide receivers or their number one guy, good wide receivers. We named a few. And a few of the teams that's looking like he might go to, they got a guy there. They got a guy there. Maybe not JJ level, but they got a guy.
Like I said, I just think Jay Jettis takes so much off of you that, like I said, it's like I said, that honeymoon phase is gonna be over quick. It's just gonna be over
We're
quick.
12 games in.
No, I'm talking about no. Obviously,
If
he's gonna
anything,
have.
y'all was in a honeymoon phase. If anything,
Oh,
your team.
no,
If anything, y'all.
no, we suck. No, we suck.
No, I'm talking about those first 5 games up until that second game against the Bucks. Y'all was in love.
Yeah.
Y'all was in love.
Yeah, we're
It's a
walking on
different.
sunshines.
And I think you got the honeymoon phase confused. The honeymoon phase is, oh my gosh, I found this girl. She's so amazing. I love her. And then boom, y'all have this phase where y'all just in love. we got Sam Darnold just because we needed a backup. We needed somebody. That wasn't, oh my gosh, here he comes. He was gonna go hit the bench if JJ was okay.
No, that's just a girl that come by surprise and you just wasn't expecting.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Y'all wasn't expecting him to play for one, because y'all had JJ McCarthy and he was
So
about to
how's it
be.
gonna be it can't be a honeymoon phase if we wasn't expecting him to play.
It is a honeymoon phase.
No, it's not.
Hey, sometimes the ones
Honeymoon phase
who
means you
come out,
coming into the situation knowing it's great.
nah, that's not how it work all the time. Not how it
What?
work all the time.
That's the
Not how
only
it
way
work
you
all the
describe a honeymoon phase.
time.
Hey, we want that guy really bad. He's our guy. Yes. No,
No,
it was. Oh damn,
no,
we got Sam Darnold. Are we serious?
let's
Y'all
be
was.
real.
We got Kirk Cousins. I'm happy we took 2 quarterbacks in the draft. Let's go, baby. We gave him 180. Let's go.
Let's be real. All relationships aren't formed equally.
Oh, okay, yeah, facts.
So sometimes you miss the one you want and get the
Yeah,
one that you
some come
need.
with a price. some come with a just throw it in the bag.
Man, we over. I want to get into Kirk Cousins because I can go on and on about Kirk Cousins. I almost lost my mind the other day. Somebody told me Kirk Cousins should still be starting. I was like, he already kicked us out of the playoffs. What you want him to
and,
do?
and also too, can we talk about that Jared Goff is in that MVP conversation and not Sam Darnold right next to him?
Jared Goff has one loss. Sam Darnold has two. That's all I got to say.
But the earlier losses don't take
That's
that
all I
much
got to say.
consideration. No, that's
That's all
crazy.
that matters. That's all that
So,
matters. One loss to two.
so what about Sam Darnold compared to the other quarterbacks on that list? Then, if we're gonna take it that far?
No. His
Oh,
numbers are
okay.
less than theirs. His numbers
I just had to make sure how we were doing it
his numbers are
because
less than theirs though.
because somebody got 3 losses and
Yeah.
somebody else got like 4 or 5 losses on that list. So
Are you trying to put Sam Darnold in the same breath as those guys?
No, I'm just trying to understand how you're ranking losses. If we're just counting one loss, means you're not in the conversation.
Yeah,
even though I got more yards, more touchdowns than him, less.
Everybody.
What more do you want from me?
Everybody would say Sam Darnold is a dark horse.
Okay.
Probably a darkest horse. Probably a darkest horse that they've ever encountered to win the MVP.
But Jared Goff is not.
Oh, Jared Goff is 4th. I mean, he's last. I mean, I'm trying to figure out.
I just want to make sure that we're equal.
So you want to put Sam Darnold in there and say Jared Goff?
No, they both could be in there. I just want to make sure we highlight 2 quarterbacks.
Okay, so all right, okay,
and
my
the
bad.
Same record and
my
same
bad. I was going by the candidates that everybody has favored. My bad. Okay,
I know that's the crazy part to me.
Nobody ever talks about the 5th guy. Nobody talks about the 5th guy.
Never mind. We could just take it off. Just forget about it.
No, nobody talks about the 5th guy. No one has ever talked about the 5th guy. Let's be real. No one talks about the 5th guy. Okay.
But I'm saying, why is he the 5th guy if he got better numbers than the 4th guy?
The 4th guy got 1 loss and he won the head-to-head. There you go.
Oh, so now if you win a head-to-head, then that makes you okay. I see.
He's the reason that he's not in the MVP like top 4 because he bumped him out with that win over him.
Oh, so anytime you go against somebody that could and you lose, okay.
That could. You see Mahomes and Lamar debate. You know how it goes.
Lamar Lawson still won MVP, so no, I don't see.
I'm talking about last year in the AFC Championship.
I'm just trying to make sure I'm correlating everything. Somebody won MVP but lost against that guy. I don't know. Maybe the goalpost kind of changes sometimes. That's just me though. Go ahead.
Last year in the AFC Championship, that's kind of how it went.
Outplayed, outclassed in that championship.
Oh,
sorry, I don't mean to disrespect. No disrespect.
Ooh. Who was outplayed and outclassed?
Baltimore.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that. I thought you were saying Kansas City. I was like, whoa. But
didn't Pat beat him twice?
He didn't win in the regular season. He lost in the regular season, I believe.
I just had that was a question mark. It was a question mark at the end of that.
To be honest with you, I'm not completely sure. Oh yeah, that the running back fumbled. He fumbled on like the 30-yard line. So, and they got the ball back. Baltimore got the ball back, and they never gave the ball back. So yeah, they lost in the regular season last year. But yeah, that's our Sam Darnold thing. I just think he's in the honeymoon phase. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I just feel like at some point he's gonna show himself. And those bad qualities gonna come out, and that motherfucker's gonna get broken up
I
with
think you're just scarred from the
immediately.
Falcons. I think that's what it. I just think it's you're scarred from your team. I think that's what it is. And you want it to happen to somebody else so bad that you're like, yo, that's just a honeymoon phase for y'all. That's just Kevin O'Connell, Jay Jettis. It sounds like if you just replace Sam Darnold with Kirk Cousins, it's like you're the future me. That's what it feels like. It's like you're future me, and you trying to let me know that what's the little video meme on Twitter with from Interstellar when he banging on the window? No, no. That's how you want everybody to be because of your situation. Nobody, no sir.
We're gonna move on from this point. Honeymoon phase, Darnold. Um,
Bad.
we gotta get into this because obviously his wide receiver is JJ, so you know, it's another guy who's starting to make some noise that he might be coming up. Also his college teammate.
Mhm.
So Jamar Chase, starting to say always open.
Mhm.
Starting to look always open.
Mhm.
Might get the triple crown this year.
Mhm.
Jay Jettis, Jay Jettis is doing his thing also. No disrespect to Jay Jettis, but
Mhm.
Jamar Chase, since he's been in the league, has been right on that same kind of same pace with Jay Jettis now.
Yeah.
So can we start having that discussion now?
I think the discussion's already been had. Jamar Chase has
Hmm.
been top five, top
Okay.
three ever since he's been in the state. I don't have no quarrel with the guy. I think he's
Now
been top three in the league. That's why he's been chasing the biggest bag ever.
for the most
I don't
part,
got no issues.
for the most part, they've been saying he's been behind Tariq and Jay Jettis. Like that, them two have always been 1 and 2 for the past like 3 years. And you barely heard Jamar name. You heard Devontae
I don't want to
Adams.
say barely. I don't want to say barely.
I'm saying you always heard him at like fourth or fifth. You ain't never heard him like third. You heard CD Lamb, you heard Devontae Adams,
I've heard
and
people more
then
than I've heard Jamar way more than Devontae Adams and CD Lamb. If anything, people were pushing Devontae Adams on everybody. He's good. He's great. I'm not no disrespect, but I'm saying people were sometimes forcing that conversation. But for me, Jamar Chase has always been up. I always felt like he was top 1, 2, 3. And I never had no argument with that because to me, Jettas and Jamar are damn near the same are the same wide receiver. Not the same wide receiver, but you can always expect them to have their numbers. You can expect them to catch amazing pop fly up balls, whatever you want to call it. I don't got no going with the guy.
I was about to say because Jay Jazz right now is at 1170. Jamar is at 1319.
And it's very skewed too. I think we need to talk about that as
Oh
well.
no, we ain't gonna talk about skews
We ain't
because
gonna talk about the guy that's throwing to him, even though that's your argument for me with my guys. But when I give you the argument for somebody else's guys, that it's his quarterback that's damn near first in every category. For you talking about a honeymoon phase from a guy that's a dark horse compared to a guy that has a crazy run right now, and the main thing that's hurting him is his record. Come on, man. I'm just saying.
yeah,
He's first in yards, first in touchdowns. I think he's first in something else too. He's first in like 3 categories. This guy, come on, come on.
Joe Burrow,
If
right?
Justin Jefferson had somebody, and admit it, even for this past Sunday, some of those balls with better defense could have been picked off. Let's be
You
honest.
talking, you talking with Sam Darnold?
Yes, be honest.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
I mean, the guy was playing against a scrimmage team. Let's just call it what it is. Like he was playing against a scrimmage team. You got DBs falling all over the floor. I don't
so
know
we can.
how Jay Jazz
Yeah.
ain't been open by himself in years, probably. He's by himself wide open. So, like I said, that was more of a joke than a game. But I mean, Justin Jefferson actually got his numbers boosted from that game because he was only at 5 touchdowns. He got 7 now, but he got numbers boosted from that game.
I mean, he had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm saying he was at
I
5.
mean, I remember when Jamar Chase either second or third week, he had like 3 in one game. Crazy.
Yeah, I was about to say because Jamar's at 15 right now, so that's 8 more touchdowns. That's a lot. Eight
Like
more
I
touchdowns.
said, the quarterback doesn't mean anything. Then yeah, I guess. But I mean, like I said, I'm not ever going to
He's
compare.
saying the quarterback don't mean nothing.
Yeah, if the quarterback doesn't mean anything, yeah, but also too, I mean, if we could just look at the numbers, the guy is way more accurate. I can be honest about that. Like Sam Darnold's doing good for the position
But
that he's put in.
you don't been trying to
That
throw
guy
Sam
knows
Darnold
that,
on everybody. You don't been trying to
huh?
throw Sam Darnold on everybody. You said, oh, he'd be a good starter in the league. That guy's a joke.
For the Raiders, Tennessee tight, yes. Why would he not?
But Raiders, Tennessee, who else you got?
I think it was like Raiders, Tennessee Titans, back to the Jets. Like there's teams that need quarterbacks, and I'm
Yeah,
I'm, I'm confused why you're saying like
all them
that's
teams gonna
so.
have #1 picks next year too.
Y'all did what? I mean, you're saying like they'll have number one picks. Y'all had a number one pick. I mean, y'all had a pick as well in the first round. People are now
Um,
trying to. Since last season, what happened with last season, where people were literally going to grab journeyman? We grabbed Josh Dobbs. We grabbed Josh Dobbs for goodness sake, because we couldn't find a quarterback to fill our position, to fill the position and actually step up. So it's not crazy where, hey, I need to go get a quarterback and I'll draft a quarterback now. We went and got Daniel Jones for him to come sit on the bench with us. So it's not crazy that people are starting to stockpile quarterbacks, and you take somebody like the Raiders or the Tennessee Titans. Hey, we see a guy that's doing super well, a position that's very finite. You don't have that many quarterbacks, and if he's playing on a level that's taking a team 10-2, you put him with the right coaches and the right organization, he can do well somewhere else. That's all I'm saying.
I just think he's in the best. I just think he's in the best situation of his life, and
That's
I
what I
just don't
thought
think
about Kirk.
he was. Kirk was in the best situation of his life because you see him in Atlanta right now, and like we got 6 more minutes, so I'm gonna spend 3 years talking about this Kirk Cousins situation because I'm getting pretty pissed off.
Back to Jamar
Um,
Chase. Back to Jamar Chase.
how
Back to Jamar Chase.
Jamar, like I said, he's second. I got him coming up. I gotta look at their career numbers because like I say, he came into the league. If I'm not mistaken, who he came into the league with? He came in with Kyle Pitts here, ain't it?
I believe so. I had to go look at it though.
I think Garrett Wilson won rookie of the year that year. Offensive rookie of the year. But yeah, for the most part, he came into the league and pretty much had I think he's been above 800 his whole career and above it. For the most part, yeah, he's been above 800 his whole career. So yeah, I got him second. Honestly, we gotta see what Tariq Hill does too, because Tariq Hill, we're gonna be honest. Them QBs, them second QB. You're right. My bad. Sam Darnold could go to the Dolphins and play similar to what he's playing right now. Okay, I'll give you that.
Why are you disrespecting Tua?
But I'm not disrespecting Tua. I'm saying he can play similar to what he's playing. He got the same weapons. He got a speedster and he got a speedster.
Who's our speedster?
Jordan Addison can run fast.
He's not characteristic. It's not characterized as a speedster though.
He's 4'4", 4'3".
I like that you're giving us more credit about our duo wide receiver than most. I
No,
think
no.
I appreciate that the most. That's dope. Thank you so much. That's appreciative. I ain't never heard somebody compliment us this much.
No, I say Jay Jez is that good to where he creates decoys. The rest of your team is leaves a lot to be desired.
That's just not true. But okay, go ahead. That's just not true. You can't talk about a lot to be desired. You literally can't.
I'm just telling you what I saw.
Listen, our quarterback has been with us for one season.
Well, pick him up again. Y'all
Oh,
ain't
you
got
said
that much. Y'all
rookie.
obviously ain't got that much faith in them.
What do you mean?
Y'all obviously ain't got that much faith in them. Y'all won't pick him up again. Y'all won't sign him for next
Have
year.
that much faith for him, or don't want to pay for him?
Same thing.
I don't
If
think
you
that's
got
the same.
faith in him, you pick him up another year.
No, the faith that you got to have is that we took a quarterback in round 1 with our 10th pick, the highest pick that we ever had in
He can
Vikings
wait. He can
history.
wait a year or two.
In Vikings history,
When Aaron
that's the
Rodgers
highest
won
pick that we've
MVP,
taken a quarterback in
when Aaron
Vikings
Rodgers
history.
won MVP, Jordan Love had to wait. You're saying Sam Darnold's the MVP candidate. When Aaron Rodgers won MVP,
What
Jordan
round
Love
did
had to wait.
what round did Jordan Love go in?
First round.
Where?
It was like top
And
20.
are we comparing Sam Darnold to
No,
no,
I'm
you're
just
not.
saying you
Okay,
saying MVP
I'm just
candidate.
making sure we're not
you
comparing a Super
you
Bowl
said,
winner to our guy. I was just making sure.
let's be real. That Super Bowl is so far away, but yeah, I give you that Super Bowl one. That Super Bowl is far
Okay, just
away.
let me have it. I'm just making sure. Let me
Like
have
I
it.
think I was honestly still a kid when he won the Super Bowl. Like
And you see what happened when they brought Jordan Love in? It started creating problems. That guy got
uh,
out of there.
I
He
was
got into
11.
a weird
I was 11
situation.
years old when that man won the Super Bowl.
That's facts. But I'm saying, but you see what happened when they brought Jordan Love in? Immediately issues. Aaron Rodgers. Let me get out of here. I'm done. I'm tired. Boy started doing drugs. It got so bad. Let me not put him on.
That
No,
man
he
ain't
said
do.
that. He said that himself. He said that himself. He started doing drugs. They brought in Jordan Love and he a whole meltdown.
Started popping pills.
Yeah, that boy had to go start doing psychedelics in the Amazon, man. I was like, what's happening? This man missing camp. He trying to
Man,
sabotage his whole career by going to the Jets. He done got everybody fired from the Jets. Come
nah.
on. He done got everybody smoked from the Jets, bro.
He
Come
said,
on.
Michael Williams, you gotta
Yeah.
go. He
Yeah.
not on the red line, he on the green line. He gotta go. He
Exactly. He
said,
said, get rid of the
he
coach,
said,
everybody.
the
Clear house.
coach only knows defense. He knows nothing
Yeah.
about offense. He gotta go to. All right, everybody. I'm coming on less than a minute, so I gotta go. Appreciate you, Sleeves, for coming through. I'll be back next week. Let me comment on the video. Let me know what else you guys want to hear about. Like and subscribe to the page. I'll be back for sure. I got more short videos coming to y'all, so keep checking them out, and I'll see y'all later.